Hey, thank you, tomorrow. Wow, man. I'm unbelievably lucky. Incredible. All right. Uh, where is interesting. I guess because I've had it. There we go. Okay, that's what I want. Boosh. Boosh. Okay. There we go. Boom. This is what we're doing today. I'm excited. We're going to do more loopers today, which is actually kind of my preference. I really think. Alrighty. Let me just get to my stream so I can see if something is going catastrophically wrong. Sweet. Today, which... Alrighty. Hello, Lucas. Hello. And let me go like 144p. Okay. I'm mainly just here to see if I need to turn off the stream. Because, you know, we're talking about other people's music, so that can sometimes not go well. All right. Let's see. That's interesting. I'm not getting updates on the chat from everybody. There we go. That's a better update. All right. I'm just waiting for Cole, aka Clips Beatboxing. By the way, Eclipse Beatboxing has been putting up the playlist, adding to the playlist, coming on and organizing a lot of this stuff. He is 7 subscribers away from 1,000, and he has the watch time. So, yeah. Anyway, he's not here by 12. I'll do one. Yo, what's up, Tony Pav? C.R. Jacobson, welcome. Hello. We'll get started then. Just to do a quick shout out. Let's get the man who's been working really hard on this. This gentleman right here.
Hello,
Eclipse
Beatbox
React.
family. I'm gonna keep this intro.
The man is 7 away from 1K subs, and he has the watch time. So if everybody watching right now just went and go sub to him, he can start getting paid for the work he does, which is transformative. Okay. He's going to be good in 5 minutes. So I'm actually going to get started on doing one of the tutorials I've been excited to do. Let me just check out MB14. Like, I think the way MB14 approaches looping is far more akin to what I like, which is to say it's like less DJ stuff, which is DJ stuff is great. Like Sorrow is amazing. freestyle. This is interesting. Let's do this. I love this stuff. This is what I was hoping to do right here. Are we on? Yes, we are.
Dans votre cas, MB14. Check ça. Hey! Tu reconnais l'impact du cumé qui pose, qui part du vide chasse à s'en donner la patte. Tu te prends pour un crack dans l'allée qui mouche, t'en vas vers les cieux car j'ai rodé la cave. Très loin de la magie de 10 et tous les flics de cuisine. T'es fait comme un rat, ça sonne comme un viol auditif. Autant dire que je viens de rentrer dans l'arène comme un roi. La vie est un combat quand on débrouille, y'a pas de combat, c'est un complot.
Wow.
Tu l'as compris, je t'en couplais, le coup parle, on croit pas que les dégâts se minimisent. On t'élimine, c'est des VK que vos ententes peuvent me repousser ses limites. Passons à l'attaque, arrêtons de bavarder. C'est ça les collés, poules se feront canarder. Ça cavasse à lâcher, travasse à la chaîne. J'ai pas la santé, traquez à la mienne. Les flics te ramassent à force de faire le dur, le fric que te narque, c'est le nerf de la guerre. Moi je m'en fous de la caillasse, j'ai tellement fait le mur que je reste de Mars comme jette la pierre. J'défonce les barrages, mais mon manque d'air pur, on se cache dans le noir, passé dans ma tanière. Travaille mes ménages, le regard vers la lune et m'arrache des voiles pour hisser ma bannière. J'ai peur que me lance un an, j'utilise ma plume comme recueil. Approche ton oreille, t'entendras le vent qui s'ouvre dans mon portefeuille. Elle marque une page, cette drôle d'époque, tellement la rage que mon son te dévore. Dans les parages, et ça décore des stores, je t'écrase tes oreilles, tout comme des stops. J'entends la détente, c'est tentant, ça te détend, et ça détale, le son t'étale, le son t'étune, et son détend, c'est l'attentat qui retentit, t'entends qui met des tares, cette étoile, tout est à terre, ça détonne, tu détales. Tout talent, mais des toiles, cette état, en tête, ta fiche, en tête, ta tête, ça fait l'affaire dans cet état, on t'étalise, dans ta tombe, ici, t'es tenté, j'ai la patate qui est en terre, c'est d'avocat, vu tout, compris qui vit ton thème.
Yeah, right. No, I totally wish I knew more French. So there are a couple of like really cool things about this. So actually, interestingly, I was actually intending to do some of this myself. Let's just bring it up real quick so that we can talk about just the production of this sort of a thing. Let's make sure that this is on. Boop. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is like old school YouTube like acapella style, like, you know, this is what like made Pentatonics and stuff like that and Peter Hollins. Recently we see a lot more single shot frame to frame because it's easier to make and it's less time consuming, and that matters when you're trying to work with an algorithm that favors large quantity of posting. But this is actually easier when you kind of prepare it. What's cool that he's doing, and that I love, and this is a little bit more difficult to pull off, when he changes up here in time. So the most difficult thing about a music video is the timing is incredibly precise, and if you're off, it's weird. And that's why you can be off by a few milliseconds and it's weird, it's noticeable. So, but this is cool because all you have to do here for this man is you can put all of these things to the side and then actually just make this a green screen. Let's get back to right here. So you can just make this part a green screen, and then so you have all of this stuff, and then you have a green screen, and then they can just overlay it and do music, and it's super. Oh my god. Oh my god, what happened? Did I turn off? What did I do? Oh, did this happen? Let's see. Is this it? Yeah, okay, that's it, right? That's green. Bucket. There we go. And pencil. Okay. But yeah, the sickest part of that whole thing is definitely I can't rap that well. And I really wish I knew more French, because it's pretty dope. Yeah. Let me get to the comments real quick. Smooth McGroove. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Smooth McGroove thing. Dreet. What's up, Virio? The Smooth McGroove thing is really interesting. So, like, there's a guy who I think is, like, super good, but we got Cole coming in right now, so. Hey, just checking volumes.
Okay.
Sweet deal. All right, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. Okay.
La la.
La la la. All right.
La
Um.
la.
So I'm gonna say it after every single React video. You are
Mhm.
7 away from 1,000, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens when you get 1,000? I know,
I
but
am able to apply for monetization,
there we go.
so I can.
So you can feed your family.
I mean, yeah, they're kind of feeding me right now, so
Exactly. So help this man get some
more,
Popeye's chicken.
more be able to feed myself.
Exactly. Help this man get some Popeye's chicken. Boom. He's 7 away. I've been watching your channel past couple weeks, and I'm here for all the nerd shit. I'm amazed people like it because I was in conservatory and I couldn't find people who liked it. And my apologies on the hold on, let me just fix this real quick.
You can do you remember how to pin comments?
Yes. I just
You
remembered
can
now that I
pin.
can do it.
Yep.
Let me make another one that's not just oh. There we go. And I'll pin that. Sweet deal. I know, I appreciate it, Virio, because I love that's like what a good thumb. Yeah. except the whole like text thing, right? I gotta fix that. But no, I'm amazed. It's been super cool to like find people who, want to nerd out about this stuff. Because like I said, I couldn't find it even in conservatory. So
That's
it's
why
like
I reached out. It's because you were nerding out, and I'm like, I nerd out, so
I mean,
you want
like,
to
what is
nerd out
nerding out
together?
other than being hyper passionate about the details of a thing?
Yeah.
Which if you're not like, again, it's funny, like I said to the person who is like, wow, you're a nerd, I'm like, if you're not a nerd and you're pursuing voice as a possible career, you need to change your major. Which she did. And she's a nurse contributing to the salvation of the world while I make noises from my face hole. And I think the world is I think that's a good decision. I made a good life decision. Just a heads up, the Dilo GBB wildcard in the playlist is the same routine as the new release he just put up on his channel.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add some stuff.
Sure.
We'll add Delo's new
Yeah, I
thing
saw the
and
new
probably
video.
Stitch's new thing.
Yeah. I started making music again because of all this, which is nice. So, it's like I can't do when I cover gospel singers, like I'll never be able to sing gospel like that. I learned opera and it's a very different technique, but like gospel singers are like on another level of amazing. And it's just not something you can casually commit to. But like looping and production and stuff like that, I have a skill set there. So I've been starting to make some stuff.
Particular set of skills.
Yeah. It's very particular, which is like because you like if you want to do it like the way MB14 does it, you do need some familiarity with music theory, or at least the ability to conceive of harmonies through just trial and error. And then even to do what's like all the recent stuff with all the like effects and all that stuff that people have been doing, that's also really, really technical. So anyway. All right. Do you want to knock one out?
If you look in your
Gotcha. Watch the other
the
thing. Yeah,
yep.
yeah. So this one, I'm not sure if this is going to be copyright. I got my stream up on the window next to
Pretty
me.
sure it's not.
I mean, we'll find out.
Haha.
Well, I will be like,
All right.
I have regrets. But yeah, I have this stream up on my other machine, so that should help me identify if something is going terribly wrong. Okay, let's do this up. People have been waiting. Oh yeah, I need to move my shit. Let's see. You gotta love when my code interface just kind of shits the bed. For some reason, I've been having to move my files twice. So, anyway, not big. Okay, there we go. I'm ready if you're ready.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Oops. Let me fix this. I'll get rid of that one. Boop. There we go.
Now we come back. You guys ready for some French power?
Oh, that's right. Sorrow and MB14 about French.
You already know what to do. I say the toi. You say the do now. We're coming back live. MB14 and Sorrow. Toi!
Beatbox. Oh god, I love how this starts.
Yeah, no, I was actually reviewing it beforehand, and I was like, it's like hot potato. Like, what a sick use of one shots. And then he puts a little chord in there. It's dope. A little saw wave. I'm not sure how he put that in there.
That's Sorrow putting his expertise to use.
Yeah. It's amazing how powerful a simple saw wave can be. I think it's a saw wave. It might be a square wave. I'll have to talk about that soon. That kick is so punchy. Ooh, okay. Okay, we got a little riser here. Okay. Little filter. I think he's doing that with the one shot, right? Yeah. Not the one shot, but
Yo, I'm not afraid of the big bad wolf. If I want a bass, I must beat that drum. To fill up the gap, I better sing that chord. I didn't even know that I could hear that note. No time for eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't wanna be waiting anymore. I'm gonna release my inner animal. I've been singing a fifth, I've been a random hole. I've been waiting for a lifetime to smash that. The last time doesn't fit into a half-track. I rap this verse, I'm cool like a time knife. My capacity to focus is off of my ass. Rap, but I'm still reading the back track. Stand beat, get beneath my blood track. I got so many sounds in my backpack. do about that? What you gonna do about that? Huh? What you gonna do about that? What you gonna do about that? Tell me, what you gonna do about that? Huh? What you gonna do about that? What you gonna do
I love Tom Tom in the background.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jamming out.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be the people competing against either of these. Like, Tom Fun and Gene, and then MB14 and Sorrow. Oof.
I mean, it's just for fun.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
battle, but
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like, it would be a whole different scenario if there was, like, an arena and, like, a lion get released. I'd watch that. Nice. This duo is like a match made in heaven right here. This is sick. This is so good.
I love Sorrow's belt underneath.
Yeah, well, I'll have to talk about that. Wow. Whew. There's a lot to go over here. All right, let me just get to the comments real quick. Gospel singing is a whole different breed of it's so hard. It's so hard. It's like, honestly, I think depending on the situation, I definitely think it's harder than opera. I think belting is probably one of the hardest things you can do in singing, especially if you're belting that high. And then you're adding like squall and growl. It's so hard. It's like unbelievable. If you want a recommendation, Robin's Kickback Battle. Do we have the playlist in the description? We usually do. Let me see if we do. I'll get that up. So what we usually do is we have a playlist that we follow.
We did Robin versus KBA. I was gonna do like maybe Robin v Frosty, but we noticed that those are now copyright. The KBB, a lot of the KBB battles or
Yeah.
the KBB rounds.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a nice thing when artists can get that bread. Just sucks because like I'm also an artist, but you know, I'm sitting here and consuming. It's like I work so hard to just sit on my ass and watch great shit. I should get paid for it. So I can't really complain. So there's a lot here. If I had to compete against those guys, I would simply cry 100%. Wish Tom Thug would compete more. He's a busy dude. He's a very busy, in-demand guy. So I think he stops by when he can and stuff like that. Bro, these reactions have inspired me to actually learn beatbox rather than just some random racket. Dude, I'm great. Like, that's awesome. That's the dream here, is to inspire people. I have a whole shtick about the channel and why I do it, but reacted the clip 2v2 loop. We'll see what we can get to today, but let's see. So this is one of the things, I mean, just right off the bat, I really like this. This like how he gets the tail end of those out of a chord. And then he does that. Now the challenge here is that if you're off by even a little bit, that thing is going to loop and loop and loop, and you will regret your mistake for the entire set. So
yeah, that's the thing about loop is what one round in 2018, enemy like halfway through had to be like he had to stop, and he's like, "I'm sorry, guys, I can't keep going. I screwed up, and there's no coming back."
Yeah.
You know.
I watched that, and I think he posted it like, "I'm sorry" afterward. It was like, I don't know. He's so good. It sucked. It sucked to like that happens, and that's the challenge of looping like this. You can practice, but mistakes can happen. So this is why I think as a form of music, it's actually quite challenging. So this like hot potato moment where he hands it off is awesome. This, so this is another thing I really like about looping. Let me put this up on the big screen right here. Boosh. So what I love about looping is that where's the okay, hold on, we gotta get that. Boom. Sweet. Nice. High tech over here. So what I love about looping is that MB14 singing. I don't know why I drew a square on his face, but I felt it was necessary. MB14 singing is solid, but if you're beatboxing and singing at the same time, it becomes very difficult to sing with this much power. We covered this a lot in Warlet's video. But the second you start to build up pressure behind a plosive consonant, you're going to build up a lot of tension there. So, and you can do this right now. Like, you can just see my throat by holding that P. Right? So that's really uncomfortable, particularly when you're singing. So what looping allows for is for MB14 to use his vocals and to use that style of vocal. I don't know why I'm using this thing, but anyway, it allows him to use that style of vocals that he's really good at. The other thing I think is worth going over is that he is able to accomplish straight tone without a lot of tension. So that's an interesting little thing here, because it's actually it's a lot more difficult than you would imagine, which is why, and we'll point out the difference here between MB14's vocals and Sorrow's vocals, because they're actually worlds apart. There we go. I can English. So what MB14 is doing is he's holding just the tiniest bit of tension. This is not high enough to justify belting yet. And that's a whole different mechanism. Okay, so belting is this. There we go. That's the cricoid cartilage goes this way. Supposedly, there are different theories, but this is the most prevalent. So that's where the cricoid cartilage goes up, and then because it goes up in this direction, the folds also go here. Now what that does is it fattens the folds, and that's what we associate with belting. But he's not belting. What he's doing is he is using a slight amount of tension to achieve straight tone. And again, I want to stress, very slight. It's very specific. And it's very clean because his vowels are great and his breath is great. I have a whole playlist on how to do that. The other thing that's challenging too, and I should have looked at the RC505 when he started doing this, because you can't just stack layers. There's more to it. Yeah, so he has some sort of hold on. I can only guess at what this is, but there we go. That it's hard to see, but you can, if you look at it, you can tell that one of the input effects is on. I can't help but imagine that that's probably some sort of pan or EQ, because if you're stacking vocals like this, it actually goes terribly wrong if you don't account for different volumes and make space for each voice. It can just sound like a absolute mess very quickly. So there's a lot going into just stacking the layers and stacking the vocals. So he has to be extremely on pitch. Straight tone is kind of important here, because if you have a lot of vibrato, it can get super messy. And I like that. Like, that's the aesthetic of an opera chorus, for example, but it is not appropriate here because there's so much going on. There's percussion, there's that incredible bass, right? There's just too much going on in the arrangement to have a bunch of powerful vibrato layers going on with the vocals. So that's an accomplishment. And then, we get Sorrow's sick DJ skills. And this is something I think is going to become way more prevalent is the rapping portion of this. And also the drop. The drop is so good. Just want to get to the rapping. There we go. So the rapping bit, the big challenge in looping, and this is a challenge even with two people laying down tracks, but the big problem with looping is that you generally are forced into like some sort of additive variations of A. You take a theme, you keep adding to it, and you keep going, and that's sort of what you end up doing. Sorrow, I think, was the first instance that I saw in that battle that has like 50 million views or something crazy right now. He was the first one that I saw that could make like sections with a looper, and I was like, that's when I was like, okay, well now I have to get an RC505. That's what I ended up doing after that. So, but one of the quicker ways to add different sections is to do what Brez does, is to do what MB14 does right here. Just do some rapping. Because it just turns it completely around and you make another section very, very easily, provided you actually can rap. I've tried it once, but I'm so white I put mayonnaise on tacos, so I tend to avoid it. All right, and I will give one last rant.
What you gotta do about that?
Yeah.
What you gotta do about that?
And the timing is so good. This is when they go to the, I think it's after the drop. Yeah, here we go. So when they're both singing, it's very clear who the better singer is, and that's not a shot against Sorrow. Like, the dude has his own skill set, and he beat MB14 like back in the day. So this is not a shot against him, but it's just good to know. So you can see here when Sorrow is singing that there's some tension going on. So when you want to achieve straight tone, and you're not like going super belty up high, you do need to kind of create a bit of tension, or you need to use a very, very, very light kind of singing. So the way that you would do this and how this works that they're doing right here is that this is the thyroid cartilage. Okay, so this tilts that way, and this is what gives us vibrato. So this is straight tone, and then that's very light, and this is with the tilt, right? And that's what I've trained to do for years. But you can tilt and then hold. I don't do this often. Vibrato is like you want vibrato in opera, so it's hard for me to take it back. But that's what MB14 is doing. But he does it very efficiently, which is why you don't see the tension that we just pointed out here. You can see that there's no tension in his neck. This is so sick. Yeah, and you can hear that this Sorrow is a little bit more shouty, and that's fine.
I kind of like that just as a contrast, as well as I just as an aesthetic, yes, as well.
Yeah, and that's totally valid.
It's hype.
It's hype. Yeah. I mean, this is an awesome set. Like, there's layers. It's like an onion, except, except it doesn't stink. I think that works. Anyway, super sick. Sorry, I went over a lot there. I didn't mean to cut you off as much as I did.
No worries. I didn't really have much to add. I mean, it's looping, so not incredibly
This is
proficient.
I'm going on
in my knowledge.
I'm going on a vacation with my wife in 2 weeks, and I've convinced her to let me bring the RC505, and I've downloaded all of the MB14 tutorials, and I'm excited. I made sure I downloaded the RC505 manual as well. I got some sea shanties, some music, some sheet music, so I'm excited to just like practice this stuff. Hello, Jake Lees. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Hello. Sorry I didn't get back to you in a timely manner. Watching your video for quite a while now, it's refreshing to find someone reacting to beatbot content and analyzing it with knowledge and experience. Thank you for sharing your wonderful art form. It's honestly, I'm so blessed because like I was covering like gospel singing and like Mariah Carey and Beyonce, and all of those singers, all of them, like Kiki Wyatt, Rochelle Farrell, that's more jazz than gospel, like they're amazing artists, but I can't do what they do. Like I can't even approach to do what they do, and that's not only a matter of technique and a testament to how extraordinary those singers are, but it's also a matter of like where I come from. I don't come from gospel. And if you're not born and raised in gospel, it's like it's so competitive, it's so hard that if you didn't marinate in that growing up, you're not going to do it. But when I look at this, I'm like, I can do this. This is right around my skill set. I do audio production. I really loved music theory even before I went to conservatory, so I made a point to learn as much as I could. And I don't know, I love this stuff, and I can do this, not well, but I actually can. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to choose, okay, am I going to do gospel or am I going to do this? Like, I am way better off doing looping, way better off. I really like Tom Thumb and Gene's round in this battle. Rum and bass beatboxing instead of drum and bass. Nice. We'll get some good old fashioned pirate music going. Some rum and bass. With some sea
Once was a
shanties.
G.
Yeah.
The name of the ship was a Belliati.
What's nice too about sea shanties is they're all public domain.
And go.
I think I have. I'm afraid to show my book of sea shanties on stream because they were written in it was published in 1910. So a lot of the content is 1800s. And this is going to be shocking for some. Some of the lyrics are a smidge racist.
Really?
Just an ounce.
Sea shanties, old sea shanties, racist? No.
Yeah, it's like pretty bad. So I have to change the lyrics.
Understandable.
Yeah. All right, I gotta take a leak. Because yeah, I'll be right back.
Hi, chat. I get nervous when it's just you and me. Freestyle. not in the mood. Don't worry, Pyro, you're safe.
I just want to add this real quick to the end. By the way, I have a whole playlist called Singing 101 on the channel. If you want to know a little bit more about this stuff, but also have some exercises to practice this, that is already on the channel. Take a look at that if you will. If you want. Here we go. Okay. My dogs are, well, I'm dog sitting one dog, and then my dog is like a she just doesn't realize how powerful her tail is, even though she's like 5 years old, and she keeps knocking everything over with her tail. It's hilarious. Anyway. Sorry, trying to find chat again. Why is it? Here we go. Pop that thing out. I thought I had chat popped out. Guess not. Fix that right now. Oop. There we go. That's more what I'm interested in, not the specs of the stream. Okay. Freestyle, please. Hold me. Oh man, you don't want to hear me freestyle.
No, I was talking to chat.
Gotcha. All right.
In response to freestyle, I said I'm not in the mood.
It's for me, I'm just bad at it. Like super bad.
Same.
Yeah. As it turns out, rapping is a skill. Who would have thunk?
Well, I mean freestyle beatbox.
Oh, okay.
That's what's called freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm still bad at it. It's funny actually, what's it comes to mind, there's Sandstorm. Tried to do that with throat bass, but it doesn't really work out because the range is too far. I'd have to practice the filtering. Oh well. Actually, I'm surprised I can get the range of my throat bass has been increasing, which is fun.
It's hard to get the
one that goes up.
The like glottal stops, just like
I just
cut
use
it
my
off.
tongue.
So yeah.
Yeah, the higher ones for me are not so great. Yeah. That's our freestyling. Welcome to the art of fart. Where this is the actual reason I leave my bathroom door open in basically all my videos. It is me trying to support the finery that is the art of the fart. It's my shout out. Okay, let's get to the next one. You ready? Oh wait, I didn't move my files, did I? No, I did not. I did not move my files.
Yes. I spent most of last video just ordering.
Ordering them? I appreciate it, by the way. Thank you. How come my chat is not updating? Welcome back. Thank you, Pyro. All right. Looks like it's going well. I've been able to sneak in my intro. It's cool. Interesting. Skipping everyone. All right. Something weird just happened. This sucks. I'm actually gonna have to fix this right now. For whatever reason, I decided it was a good idea to hard code the moving of a file.
Why not easy code? Why make it hard on yourself?
Well, because I'm completely lazy and irresponsible. Let's see.
I mean, it was mostly
I
a
know,
bad
I
pun,
know.
but yeah.
I think this is equals then. No? Really? Interesting. This
Interesting.
sucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to delete the okay, I need to fix this later. In the meantime, we'll nope, not what I meant to do. Nope. So I've been screwing around with the scripts to make sure that when I transfer them, that the replay buffer becomes the intro, and then I move my brand intro behind that. But I hard coded my brand intro to just show up in all files, which is not what I wanted. And for some reason, the replays got lost, which is not good. So I don't want an intro. Give me 1 second to go back.
How's it going? I'm tired and have not been doing a lot this past week. So
There are stark differences between how these singers are executing their singing, and we're going to talk about it. There we go. That's my intro. Sorry, y'all. This is on me. That already exists. Oh, is that that's the liquid base?
that's just a normal click roll and inward bass.
Gotcha.
It's not Azel's variation, but it's probably one of my favorite sounds to do just because it's so
It's
like
kind of
inhuman.
Yeah, it's kind of grotesque in a good way. Like Monday I'm fixing this first thing because this is the fastest way to kill a stream. Hold on, everybody. I have to organize my MP4 files. Don't even know where the other one went. Okay, wow, 16. All right. I don't want to fix this right now. I'll use some files. Replay. Yeah. Weird, because I don't actually see. All right, I can't debug. This is going on, unfortunately. Sucks. All right, well, I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna keep going. I'll worry about the thumbnail later. For that one. We were just waiting too long. Don't be discouraged, you'll do better soon. It's going well, Orange. It's going well.
Now it's to me.
I was also doing throat bass. It's to me it's like the closest to singing, so I like it. As far as the basses are concerned. Some of the principles still continue regardless, but anyway. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. It's on all the platforms. His singing has gotten
Crazy.
better.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is first release.
That's cool. Nice. Kind of like some feeling good kind of progressions. Not this quite the same, but similar idea. That precision that he has with those those lip rolls is like nutty. The pitch is perfect.
Pull myself together, it's gonna stay with me forever.
Nice.
Pull myself together.
He's one of the best at incorporating sounds into the into like the lyrics as well.
Yeah, and in a way that makes sense.
It's gonna stay
Yeah.
with me
100%.
forever. Pull my strength together.
Nice.
It's gonna stay with me forever. Count them eyes across the key, standard, pom, 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 pom. Count them eyes across the key, standard, pom, 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 pom.
Oh, it's so crisp.
Yeah, it's really precise.
Standard, pom, 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 pom. Count them eyes supposed to be standard. Ow, ow, oh, ow, ow, oh. Ouch, 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 ouch. How am I supposed to keep saying?
Ha!
Ow,
The background, that's dope.
ouch, 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 how am I supposed to keep saying? Ouch, 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 how am I supposed to keep saying?
His inward's so filthy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's actually something I want to put through the spectral analyzer.
He's got inward bass with the epiglottis, but also a low vocalization.
That's nutty. So you're saying this was his first release?
Well, I mean, yeah, he said in the beginning that his first release was always going to be this thing that he recorded.
And
But,
he had been working on this routine for 8 years, is what I read in the beginning, right? So it was like right here. I returned to my first song after 8 years of development to deliver the final composition. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like about this, and this is the trend that I'm seeing, is like we're moving a little bit away from sound banking, although that's still important. I think it should be important. There's something exciting about doing a bunch of new sounds and new tones. I think that that's relevant and legitimate. But he takes his time here. Like, and it's not like he's not trying to throw in everything, right? So he's taking his time. And then of course the drop is like completely sick. I still think, I mean, like, this is what I hated about opera. You know, you sing anything that's Italian and people are like, that was good, but you know, Pavarotti. And I'm like, yeah, but the dude's dead. Well, unlike Pavarotti, Gene Shinozaki is still alive and well. And I think that Gene, as far as using sounds within the melody, I think Gene has a better sense of like traditional composition. But what I love about this from Dilo is, you know, he can do all of this live as precisely as he just did it. And to do this with the bass sounds, to make this so precise. Yeah, these little sneaks of the things, right? I like this one too, right there. He not only pulls away from the mic, which is, you know, basic mic technique, but he also uses his lips to kind of control the volume as well. So it's not just an ordinary pullback. It's got a little bit more going on than that. This is something I talked about in my my video about like beatbox singing with Gene and Codfish. This is probably one of the smarter ways to go about incorporating vocalized melody with the sounds that require just a lot of air or a lot of pressure. And that's to just sing with on an NG or on an M or an N. Those are called nasal continuants. And the reason why those are beneficial, we'll do that right now. Boosh. That's the wrong one. I need this. So this is actually popular to do in rock as well. So when you have an NG, this is your soft palate, right? When you do an NG, your soft palate and your tongue meet, which allows for air to escape here. And then the same happens if your lips are closed or if you do an N. So the reason why these are called nasal continuants is that the only way to continue them is to use your nasal passage, or you just end up, like if you do nt and you cut off your nasal, then you get a T, an unvoiced consonant, right? Nt, nt. So the reason why this works is because this alleviates pressure. This is like, think of the nasal passage as almost like a release valve, right? So if you're doing like something aggressive like that, or like something like that, where there's a lot of contrast between, I'm not that great a beatboxer, shocker, I know, but there's a big contrast between the singing there versus how much I'm putting behind the bass. Not to mention also that as I do throat bass, my false folds are coming together, which is does not feel good when you do that and you're going to sing. So there's a big leap between singing and making that sounding good and then doing what you need to make the beatboxing sound good. So the way that Dilo's navigating this is clever, right? So you'll notice he's either just straight not making sounds. He's like decidedly singing or making sounds, and then when he puts them together, he's using the as a continuance. Right? And then when he's in between sounds, he'll open his mouth. And it's super clever, and I think we can all take a page from this if we're gonna do routines like this. Yeah. He's goated. Okay. All right. Sorry, let me get the chat again. Gina's daddy. Gina's so good. Red Man Without a Machine is nice at incorporating it too. I'm sure there are many people are really, really good at it, which is why I'm thankful to be doing these streams and making these videos, because like I'm learning a lot more, and I have a lot to learn because holy crap. Like it's funny because like I don't know, it's funny. I say that beatboxing is more approachable for me than gospel singing, just from a technical execution perspective, but I'm still so far away from where I would want to be, and these people are like truly inspiring badasses. That's really cool. Now let me make sure that I move my files in a way that doesn't screw up literally everything that I just did. Oh wow, I only had 2. That's the replay. Okay. It's so hard to change that. A really cool idea. So that's actually for anyone who's interested in the musical ideas behind that. That's called sequential motion. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. Right. So like the same idea, the same motif goes down the scale. Right. And then they end like a little ornamentation there, but that's called sequential motion. It's a really, 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 really great way to make something pretty catchy right off the bat. Anyway, I'm grabbing my video files. I'm gonna make a thumbnail for this one, because otherwise I'll forget what it is, which is
Birds flying high.
exactly.
You
and we
know how I feel.
Yeah, and we just got demonetized. I'm joking. It's fine.
Not that good.
I mean, they'll like streams. I always never monetize streams anyway, because like they make like $2, if that. Which is fine. I like doing these. Trying to find the. There it is. See, that melody's stuck in my head now. Good job, Dilo. Yeah. What is this? Dilo. Yeah, I love the bass techniques that he uses are like frustratingly good. All right. Now we can go back. All right. Let me catch up with chat, and then we'll start on the next one. Boosh. That reminds me of the Skyrim. One of the first viral videos about Skyrim was the guy running around and doing boosh on people. Like the B art. This community is great, plenty of positive vibes. Solo emanation. We have a playlist right now for the for what we're reacting to, because we have to vet them prior to going live, because if they're
That's
copyrighted,
GBB
yeah. So GBB is
that he's
copyrighted.
referring to.
Yeah. And it's fine. Like I don't mind doing copyright and stuff. We just can't do it on a live stream. The BBU stuff is fair game, even though it's Stitch, right?
Yeah, everything.
Everything is
The only things from BBU that have been copywritten are Wing and Hiss.
like the wild
I
card
think
thing.
because they're probably like signed and they have to.
Yeah. that makes sense.
Whereas with Stitch, he just does his own stuff, so he's
Yeah, that makes sense.
not copywriting his BBU stuff on their
Gotcha.
channel. So
All right. All right, let's do this.
What's a guy to a?
Ha!
Oj, Subclaim gives nothing much. Oj, I'll talk, but ain't gonna clutch. Oj, cause OG, gotta get an OD, you think you're a savage, but you're nothing but average. V to do, but it ain't enough is true, cause what you got to an unbeliever?
Ooh.
oh,
Yeah, a triplet. Nice.
What's a guy to a?
Wait, is he doing the bass thing at the same time?
no, that's a filter.
Okay.
That poly's nasty.
Yeah.
What's a guy to
It's like a low.
Ooh, wow. Sick. No one sounds like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you got to an unbeliever? Force God going down.
He's really using those triplets really well throughout the whole thing. Oh, that's sick.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very different. Oh, okay, we're not doing that. DMCA, boom. Let me get that off the screen before they like, you know, take like my mother's life savings or something. It's no one really sounds like Stitch, and it's really interesting. And then the music, as far as the musical decisions go, it's like that's another thing that's just very idiomatic to him. The space that he gives, and then how he incorporates like triplets and like crazy fast arpeggios between all those different sounds, and then he allows it to breathe afterwards, and I think that's musically pretty intelligent. I don't know, man. I got nothing. It's just it's sick.
One of the sounds he really highlighted in this that I haven't heard him do very much, I think I have before, is the OD bass. It's sort of like heavier hitting outward like tongue bass. I mean, you can't do it inward, but
Wait, can we get a timestamp for that?
just at the beginning,
Oh, right here.
he does it a lot.
What's a guy to a?
Oh, that one. The where he.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't. I don't understand it.
That one. It's interesting because it's like the tone quality versus like that classic lip one is actually really close to being the same. We got a remix going on.
Yeah.
But it's very close to being the same sound, but it's just slightly different. We should just do a spectral analysis of like every single like beatboxer known for their bass. So like in other words, everybody, because like it's the slight differences are really cool, and I love this part of it.
The main thing about the texture of the OD bass is like throat, like opening your throat. If you want to pause when he's doing that OD bass and just look at how his throat is.
Okay.
What's a guy to a...
That, right? So that, like, yeah, I'm just slightly. Oh man, that's fast. If this were on YouTube, I could go frame by frame, but I missed it again.
Darn, you Stitch, you're too fast for us.
Okay, I think that's it. No! Ah! No, we were so close. After. There we go. Okay. Man, beatboxing faces are the only. This is only like these are the faces that only Mother can love, and it's not Stitch. It's like everybody who makes beatboxing faces. Like we think it's cool, but then like the rest of the world goes like, "What is he doing with his throat? Oh my goodness." But yeah, look at cheese. And you're saying this is an inhale thing because this is intense.
No, that's outward.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, he's like. It works and everything like that. It's just like crazy. It's crazy the intensity of some of these techniques. Oh, boggles my mind. Vote of Fear. It's only 2 minutes. Fire. All right. Well, we're gonna try and get through a lot of them today, so we can do things. Like maybe get to a poll or something so people can have.
The only new videos I added this week were D-Lo keeps saying this one and the next one, which is the rebuttal.
Oh, let me add this.
The one that starts out with the Lilo and Stitch reference.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Now I'm having to move everything manually because I fucked up my code. I used to spend like a lot of time making sure that I fixed all my code before each stream, but now I'm like actually making music again. I'm like, oh, we'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? And then this happens. I know I had a D-Lo replay. Did I not? I don't have a D-Lo replay. Unfortunate. Well, that's not getting an intro then. That's that. Okay. That's that. I think I got and is thing. Okay, cool. All right, time for a thumbnail, and then we're good. Let's put a different one up, and then let's get rid of the boom. I don't know if anyone has ever played RTS like StarCraft 2 or anything like that, the original, or Warcraft 3, any RTS. There's a concept in real-time strategy called macro, and it's the most important fundamental of that genre of games, and I was like heavily influenced by the idea, so like I try to make everything like super quick and optimal. But I think I've hit a point of diminishing returns. Like it takes a lot of effort to just save off seconds.
It sounded like a speedrunner.
Kind of, yeah, actually. The difference between so you can make buildings that produce units. I'm not sure how very familiar people are with RTS. Like my generation grew up with that shit, but I think it's fallen off for understandable reasons. It's basically panic attack the game. It's very involved. The shapes you have to make. Yeah. It's a machine gun sound we used to do as kids. Really. Something like that. Anyway. Yeah, I used to play RTS. Yeah. So like the buildings that you make to produce units, the idea is that you want to not like queue a bunch. Because then if you're queuing a bunch, you can use that money elsewhere, right? Like RTS is like about optimizing every little thing. Because like someone who's really a professional can have 2 buildings that produce a lot of units because their timing is so sick and they've shaved off milliseconds off of their build. I used to coach my brother because I was Masters League, and I used to be top 100 in Warcraft 3, yes, East. And so I was helping my brother with his timing attack, simple 4-gate, and he always got frustrated, and I'd have to point out, I was like, listen, 30 seconds in, you're late on this pylon, and then I would fast forward, and I was like, now this timing attack is 7 seconds late, and I get a whole new cycle of units, and so that it was never going to work. So it's like 7 seconds anyway. So I try to do the same thing with my videos, but I think it's like I'm going to start doing it with my music making instead because I'm a musician and I should be doing that. But anyway, all right, I stalled enough. I think I have everything organized. Maddox versus Stitch.
Where's Lilo?
No, Lilo.
Where's Lilo?
No, we can't do Lilo. You can't do it. Is this an ad or is this just the beginning?
No, that's the beginning of because he's against Stitch, so this
Okay.
is part of his rebuttal.
Okay. Well, if it's not taken down elsewhere, then okay, we're gonna do it. How long is it though? Yeah, these people are living dangerous.
Where's Lilo?
Ha! Okay, now I see it. All right, we'll start from here so we don't get nuked.
Where's Lilo?
This is so dramatic. Oh, okay. Turn it up.
Ayo, Stitch, where's Lilo? Did you drop out like Vino?
I just want to go back to this moment. There's a moment where this gets real. Boom!
Ayo, Stitch, where's Lilo? Did you drop
Bam!
out like Vino?
Take the glasses off. That is so radically different from Stitch's routine. Like that's man, this is where like I'd hate to be a judge, because that the difference between these two is extreme. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I have Stitch slightly. I mean, I do really like that one. I just think that the melody at the beginning sort of went on too long without much variation.
I agree.
Whereas with Stitches, it was very enticing because you're like, oh, all these things coming at you. It's so unique to him and so diverse, but yeah, just not enough variation, I don't think, for a battle.
Yeah, I mean, like I like the idea, and this is why, like, you know, I love looping, because you could layer upon this idea. But like, as sick as it is, it kind of it goes on in their fills. But I like the idea a lot, so it makes sense to kind of take that idea and expand. So, but yeah, I could see where Maddox might lose on variation, but it's still really sick. Like, it's like we're splitting hairs here, you know, from people that we can't even compete with, not even close. So
a lot of his video production experience came from, he did a lot of the videos for Swiss Beatbox.
Oh, he made this video.
I'm sure he probably worked with someone.
Yeah,
but
sure, yeah.
He does a lot of it.
Wow. Yeah, this is smart. And this is what I meant when, like, I was saying the video thing has really fallen out of favor because of the time it takes. But this is still like super involved to get all these shots, to get the lighting, the color correction, like the way, like there's a lot of, like, you can see that there's a single light source here and it's red and it's LED versus this, which is like clearly an orange filtered light. Like there's a lot of really subtle stuff going on. A lot of single light source stuff too, which has a tendency to look really dramatic. So this video is super cool, and I'm glad. You know, it's a shame.
That was
obviously.
all probably his idea.
What's that?
I'm sure that was probably all his idea to come in. He probably had all the things.
Give me 1 second.
He's like, oh, we're gonna have a light here and stuff. So
yeah. All right. Oops. I'm recording. All right. I'm gonna close the door. Just. Okay. Still would have heard you. Okay. All right. We're dog sitting, so handing off the responsibilities of covering wagging tails. But you were saying?
Just that I'm sure Maddox probably came up with the ideas for the different scenes, and he's like, oh, we'll have one light source here. I mean,
yeah,
he has this sort of experience with this stuff. I'm sure he just had people help film and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a wonderful job of making one room very dynamic in terms of the scenery they were able to extract from it, and that's not easy. So say what you want about the global pandemic, which, you know, obviously sucks, but
Orange in the chat is talking about how he doesn't like the texture of the bass at the end. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard Maddox use it. I'm pretty sure it's just evil bass, which is more, it's the super hyoid muscles and the hyoid bone that I was talking about that use. It's sort of like a gargly, croaky sound on top of the bass.
yeah.
If you want to go to the
the
end bit.
This one right here.
I think that's too far.
Gotcha.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Ayo, Stitch, where's Lilo? Did you drop out like Vino?
That is nasty. So, like, wait, how is that different from throat bass? Because it is, obviously, but, like, it seems like it's produced...
Only vibration?
Is that really only vibration? Jeez.
Are you sure?
That's so filthy. That's so good. And that's vibration bass, man. I need to learn vibration bass. Like,
It did sound like vibration a bit to me, but it's so guttural.
it's
I
so
thought
low.
that it
Yeah.
was evil bass-esque.
Yeah. Yeah, we did cover D-Lo's new song. I'm gonna put that up probably. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be soon. I've been making a bunch of saying, oh, singing videos will happen here versus beatboxing videos, but no one follows a schedule on YouTube. They click on what's recommended, and YouTube's really good at it. So, I just want to make another comment because I deleted the part of the video that I was recording. These
reminds me of some of like Tomazakri's bass, just the filthiness of it. It's like a hard bass.
These are like creating these angles and creating one. This is one room, and they makes it so interesting. Like a lot of single light stuff, dramatic, like changing the color from the LED, from red, orange, and then yeah, his fill light is like red here. And then yeah, I don't know. It's a sick routine with a sick video accompanied by it. Like he's clearly putting his skills to use. All right, I gotta. This is extreme. Let's not replay. This is off. What? That's not even close to 7 seconds on the buffer. Oh well, hold on. Let's find that again. Glasses off moment. Right around here, yeah. Okay. This moment right here is important. Boom!
Stage, where's
Glasses
Did you know
off.
about live vino?
All right.
I mean, that part sounds solely vibration, but he sort of switches in between like filters. I'm pretty sure he's lowering his larynx there, activating his suprahyoid muscles to add more of an evil bass sound on top of the vibration, which adds this sort of like vomit-like texture.
Vomit-like texture.
Yeah.
That's like. Let's see. Why is this? One should be in front of this. Okay, interesting. How that worked. All right, now it's time for. Oh my god, I always forget when I haven't taken off my close up. It's like, oh my god, there's my face. It's a lot. Let's get a close up here. I like this one. Let's see. All right. It's a little cheeky right here. Shots fired. Okay, I'll move that there. We're making art, folks. We're making YouTube art. This is important artistic work. Okay. All right, I'm good for the next one.
I mean, I think a lot of the confusion in the chat is like there's for activation of suprahyoid is to sound with like evil bass or variations of that. So I think he's using vibration, but filtering it with a tongue position that lowers his larynx a bit and activates those muscles to add more of like a gurgly texture to it. So it's vibration plus sort of like an evil bass that he's switching between.
It's interesting because like that tongue lowering the larynx thing is like really, really, really bad for singing.
Yeah.
There are some people who, I don't know, that I shouldn't just universally write it off. There are people who do it and it works, but generally speaking, it's not something you want to do. It's not ergonomic, but it can get a really fucking big sound. Like if I played Franco Corelli right now, everyone, shit. I think it's a remix, I suppose.
When you do, yeah. So the thing about Dilo's inward is it's just epiglottis, which is normal inward, and plus he's adding just a little low vocalization on top of that. But also he's doing sort of like an inward evil bass, where he uses that tongue position to lower his larynx and get that sort of more guttural sound on top of his normal inward, which is why it sounds so filthy and there's so many sort of frequencies, and it has like a wet texture to it.
The real quick, I just want to. This is the thing that I notice when he does it, is the way his mouth position. I think he goes into the second part, right? Yeah. So this is. Where is he? Right there. Probably a better shot of it. There we go. This is the vowels also matter, like the orientation of the vocal tract here. And this is one of the things that really impresses me about what he does here, is that like, so it's not only an extension of the vocal tract by using like the lips forward thing, but he's so low that if you were just pursing his lips like this, it actually wouldn't carry all the crap that's going on. So he makes it, he protrudes the lips here, or purses them, but also makes the opening wide. So he goes, right, it's very specific, and like, I don't know. There's so many layers to this. It's kind of insane. But yeah, anyway.
Someone in chat just like talked about. I just got like defensive. That's why I was going on sort of a rant of like sort of how things work with evil bass and stuff like that, because they were saying it's just vibration and sort of writing me off. But I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get more of it. Trust me. like it gets. I unfortunately I don't read a lot of my comments anymore. I read live chat. I read Discord. I need to respond to Instagram DMs. That's the one I have the hardest time. But right now I heavily filter my comments through a custom script and also an extension. Because I mean, this is, you know, people saying it's vibration based. That's one thing, but like people will start to like be like, I hate your mother, and I know where she lives, and you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm just making videos on the internet, my guy. And he's like, no. Like I've had giant paragraphs of like, not only do I hate you, but here is a 4-page thesis of why you're a disgusting human being. And it'll be like on a video where I'm like, you know, I really like this singing. You know, I think it was really, really great, you know. So like, boy, it gets heated, but it's fun. Still
Yeah, I mean, it's right to say it's vibration based, but it's much more than that. It's not just to say that you can't just say, oh, it's probably the mix or something that I don't like about it, or yeah, he's just doing sort of like a variation of vibration bass without actually going into why that happens, which is the tongue position, lowering the larynx, activating suprahyoid, and sort of like a variation of also adding in some evil bass textures on there. So it's, yes, it's vibration, but it's not solely vibration.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew. Like this is where I can't speak to any of this. Unfortunately, I just like don't. This specifically is not my area. What area of the throat did you say Evil Base uses?
Hyoid bone and suprahyoid muscles. Suprahyoid.
Yeah, I think. Do I have the picture of this? We talked about this. No, that's frequency size. We talked about this earlier, and I brought up like this. It's this. What he's referencing is like the muscles right here, like kind of like you can like you know how like a frog rivets is kind of the idea. We did go over this, and I need to bring that diagram back. What area? There was a comment I wanted to respond to. Perfect circle mouth. That's what I wanted. Like, I want to like. That's a different video. It's so cool. We can actually. This is one thing I really like about it is like we can take this discussion and literally put on a spectral analyzer. We would need to account for variables, so we would probably have to do it from like the same competition and the same battle to really get an accurate representation of that. But anyway, are you at 1,000 subs yet? Let's check on this. Check on this. This is important to our lives right here. Come on, y'all. Eclipse is really close to 1,000, and if he gets 1,000, he gets monetized. He is 4 subscribers away.
Not much I can say.
4 subscribers away from him being able to go to Popeyes and get a chicken sandwich at least once a month.
Except I wouldn't waste my money on that.
You don't like Popeyes?
I mean, Popeyes is fine. I'd rather eat like Soylent and and have my life covered in that respect. I'm more of an eat to live sort of person.
Okay, all right. So I guess you'd spend it on YouTube things, which is probably responsible. I personally use all of my YouTube AdSense to live off of Popeye's chicken sandwiches because shit's delicious. What I heard is the thyroid cartilage. I don't know if you can vibrate the thyroid cartilage at a rate that would be, because it's kind of hard to move as is. Maybe there's a way to rattle it, and I don't know. But I don't know. This is why I love this stuff. Is like I'm gonna have to like work through a lot to kind of get answers here. It's great, but official circle jam. All right. Oh, this is a long one. So you're sure this is not? This is 60 minutes, which is fine. I love it, but you're saying it's not going to get dinged, claimed?
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. This is just you'll like this. It's a lot of the draw for it is just the. So this was before GBB 21, and everyone just got together and was just showing each other things and just beatboxing together because they hadn't been together in a while. Yeah. So it's just a bunch of jams, and you'll like this.
Yeah, that's super fucking wholesome. I love it. I don't know. It would be one of these streams would be nice to switch it up and just like take the battles and anytime they're in a similar area and then take the spectral analyzer. Please feed these boys. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete that, my dude. I think I get what you're saying. But the context of that is loaded. I'm not gonna get into why. So all right.
Oh.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't think he's going in the racial direction there. I think he's just saying like chickens are treated like shit. But I have to hide that. Yeah. But anyway. All right. Let's do this. Man.
I love his Edward.
Yeah. Oh my god. Reaps 1 is he's so exact. He's so precise. It's ridiculous. Also, Pyro, I know what you meant, man. Don't worry about it. I just like I gotta hold a comment from being on the stream is all. Don't worry about it. I know what you meant. This is so nutty. Reaps 1 he's really one of my favorite technical beatboxers. His precision and his like efficiency. Because of course I, the vocal nerd, would be like, oh, I love how ergonomic it is. But you know, I do. So anyway. That's super sick. That's so good. Nice. Yeah. Ooh.
Even as in this group of professional beatboxers, you can really see why Dilo's on the top.
It's incredible because, like, you know, look at the distance of the mic. It's reasonably far away. Did Reaps 1 have that same situation? Where's the mic distance there? Let's see. Okay, it's pretty far when it comes to Reaps, but it looks like Dilo has the same distance. The reason I bring that up is because, like, the volume that Dilo is able to get here is pretty outstanding. It's like mic or no mic, it still hits hard and it's still precise and it's still very, very clear and audible, which is very impressive.
Plus, we got Pulsate on the mix.
Yeah, that'll definitely help.
I love Bass Ventura. He's sort of drunk in this video, but
I don't know what this guy was doing, but
that's Pono.
That was in time.
Yeah.
let's go! Remix!
That's awesome. Man.
There are so many beatbox videos where there's like in like Alexinho versus So Seven to Smoke, there's like a glass that breaks on time.
That's funny.
Like right as he goes for a break in the beat, there's like a bottle clanking around.
Yeah.
And
one of the things I'm envious of
things like that.
is for like Shazam and Sin have this scenario where like they can like get together and like beatbox with people, but I can't do that because like I don't have friends. So you know. Anyway.
Big oof.
Yeah, big oof. Press F in the chat. Like
God, vibration. So nasty. It's hard to hear the subs because he's so far away.
Yeah.
From the mic.
Ooh.
Where's he?
So they're all just freestyling. That's pretty crazy.
Decoy,
Wow.
founder of beatbox community.
Wow. Oh my god.
Deco goes crazy in this circle jam. Oh, that combo.
Oh my god. Man, I thought my TKs were like really good. Nope. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, okay. I love this throat bass so much. It's so good.
You were talking about throat bass range?
Yeah. What kind of maniac uses throat bass as a riser? That's just ridiculous. That's silly.
Oh my gosh.
God. It's so beefy even at distance away. That's so nutty.
Pull give me laughing in a minute to find the orcs.
Oh, that snare!
Oh my god.
And that high tongue bass?
Yeah.
Now we bang back to the Pono.
That's a nice handoff.
What?
Oh my god. Ha! Oh my god, little bird chirps. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, this stuff belongs on, like, National Geographic, because, like, the amount of noises we're getting is just beastly. It's ridiculous. A wild beatboxer has appeared. Yo, this man doesn't even need someone to hold his beer, okay? I barely can make full sentences because I'm old, I get hung over when I have like one or two, okay? And this man's like, I got this. But I'm still gonna hold my beer because I'm a man. And I don't endorse alcoholism. So, but anyway. Not that this I'm just gonna stop talking.
Came back.
He screwed up, but made it into something.
Yeah. I mean, they're not like in competition, they're just screwing around. It'd be unfair to hold them to that. That's so funny. Oh! Oh my god! What is with beatboxing and these like super demonic sounds? Holy crap!
Remix has so much potential.
Yeah. Jeez. Ah, that's a good change of pace.
Hey!
Have you heard Zero yet?
I have not.
This guy? From Azerbaijan.
It's like some fucking great hi-hat work, man.
Oh yeah. The flow.
Yeah, this is nutty.
Keeping that hi-hat in there, just building things around it.
Yeah. It's nice to tie it around a consistent theme like that. It makes it far more, like it's a more musical decision. It's easier to follow.
Yep.
Nice. Oh! Taking triplets from the last routine.
I love when they tie it into the previous person.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. 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 Ha! Really cool syncopation. Oh my god. The zippers.
His soundscape is really just so diverse.
And it's also exact. You know what I mean? It's everything is so clean. Oh yeah. Ah. Ooh. Oh my god.
Imagine D-Lo freaking out at your beat. I love switches. He comes up here.
Oh man.
Right there.
So,
Yeah, that's
for,
ready. You ready?
for context, this is Paponi, president in a
Oh.
Swiss beatbox.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't really beatbox, but
Yeah. I got you. Nice. Good rhythm change.
nice filter.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, like Paponi's ability to do what he's done and help the community is insane, and that skill set is incredibly hard to find. Is there's a balancing act that has to be accomplished with that. And I don't think people appreciate that. I don't think I would have until I was in arts administration, and you're like, oh my god, this is hard. I'm jealous of this because when opera singers get together, we can't do this shit. Like, when I was on tour in the Czech Republic, and like, you know, it was our final night of the tour, and everyone was like getting ready to say goodbye, and so we all sang together. The problem is we were in a hotel in the lobby, and it was loud, right? Like this is cool, but if I wanted to join in, like I'd wake up the neighborhood. Another fun example was after a production that we did in California, we all got together at a pizza joint. It was someone's birthday. So when we had like an entire opera chorus singing happy birthday, and no one in the room knew what the fuck to do because they were like, I don't understand why they're so loud. I just like wanted to get pizza here. I'm jealous, but this is awesome. This is so cool. Let me get the chat. Are you making a video right now? Yes. Anytime I live stream, it is a time to make a video. Because otherwise I look at the viewer count of a live stream, and every dip and flow I like, oh, you know. So live streams are a nice way to like chat with y'all, catch up, and you know, watch new stuff, which is exciting. Check out his runs versus Levy.
Remix and Levy.
Okay.
Supposed to be 2 E's in that.
Gotcha.
But
all right, let me just check this out. See if this is the one.
Levy's super young. He's like 17.
What is with beatboxing and these like super demonic
16.
sounds? Holy
I know he was
crap.
16 a bit ago. Probably turned 17 by now.
All of these, like, they're basically children and they're like prodigic, which is awesome because, like, you know, that stuff happens in classical music, right? Where like they're given the money, like their parents make them do it. You know, if the richer you are, the more expensive the coach you can afford. You know, I knew a guy who went to Curtis who basically flew out to a different state 4 times a month, took a plane to go get a violin lesson. And it's so obnoxious, unfortunately it's very obnoxious that classical music has such a large barrier to entry. But when you see this stuff and people are just like having fun playing around but are also like incredible at what they do and they're young, that's really encouraging because it's a lot less pretentious, I think, than classical music kind of inherently gets. Which sucks, but because I love the music, but it's like one of those things where it's like, ugh. Anyway, let me make a thumbnail. Because we're playing that YouTube game, we got to get Delo's face on.
Oh yeah.
All right, here's one. There's got to be a better one of him. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. I was just about to recommend some inward bass.
Yeah. Let's do there we go. I'll just keep it simple here. And then I'll change this one to some exclamation point and question marks as you do. Okay. And there's that. Did I add that thumbnail to the previous one? I did. Okay, so I just have a copy of it. Okay. Oh man, I want to learn to do that, like the high lip roll thing, because like it's a good it's good in contrast to
like a
throat bass.
High lip oscillation.
Yeah. Watch your live.
Yeah.
Again. Yo, Poofster, I don't know when you became a member, but appreciate you becoming a member, my guy. And it's weird because like the camera's right here, but the chat's right here. So like I'm looking at chat and I'm trying to talk to you, but the camera, it's weird. Or I'm getting.
It was last time, I remember.
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember that, but I just wanted to say thank you again. Because like that's big. I love this one.
Yeah. I figured, but it's a good representation of like throat bass between normal voice, like a really clean switch, especially at the end.
Yeah. To answer you, Virio, you were in the Czech Republic? Yeah, I do. I did a tour with a choir. And so there's like 2-3 really cool moments in my 15 years of doing opera. Yeah, so I got a scholarship to study in France, and I played on Debussy's piano. I played chopsticks, but I did play on that motherfucker. And then So that was cool to do a show there, or at least a recital there. And then I did Czech Republic. That was a tour for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. That was fun. And then probably the highlight was doing Bernstein's Mass with the Philadelphia Orchestra. That was really, really, really cool. Anyway, enjoyed the Theory and Harmony Made Easy vid using the Do Re Mi concept to explain. It was an interesting slant. Yeah, I like that's how I look at theory, because it's easy to be like chord, chord, chord. And guitar players are particularly guilty of that, because actually mapping out the neck is very, very, like, even when you have like the position system, like way violinists do, like you have a lot of repeat, like note that's here is also over here. So it can get tricky with guitar, but with singers, you kind of have to understand what voice leading is. That's why it's called voice leading. So it's a really, really, really rewarding way to approach music theory. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I might frame it differently because that video like super tanked, but it's too important, I think. So I just gotta frame it differently. Like I might do like we did the MB14 Sorrow one. I might like take the beginning of that and be like, this is how you build that chord. So anyway. I have to pee again because I drank a lot of water. That hit me hard. I started on guitar. No, it's not true. I started on bass guitar, and then I started doing guitar when I was like 18. And I did bass when I was 16, and I think I moved to guitar like 18, 19. And yeah, I was super guilty of that. When I learned free note per string scales, I was like, I am the greatest. I just played a bunch of modal shit, and that's all I did for like 3 years. So anyway. I gotta pee very badly. Yeah, staying hydrated then. That is difficult. This place is so dry, my toes are like constantly red. Everyone needed to know this. That's why I decided to tell y'all. Y'all need to know the color of my toes. You good? Because I'm
good. And recording.
Water. Okay. Well, codfish will hydrate my needs. He will nourish my soul. And boo.
It is a lonely existence. Whoa. It is a basic scheme. Whoa. Nothing but strength and persistence. Whoa. Will get you in the stream. Whoa. It is a lonely existence. Whoa. It is a basic scheme. Nothing but strength and persistence will get you in the stream. There's only one thing I ask of you, is that you follow me along this crazy adventure. Just sail with me. Just sail with me.
Oh, nice.
Sail with me.
Oh man, it's such a simple idea, and he takes it like to another level. I mean, it's beautiful.
I got chills actually.
Yeah, it's so good.
God, it's insane.
There's so much to love about this. I mean, like, throat bass is probably the only thing I can do, like, well, decently. But there's some tricky elements to this. So I talk about this a lot because it's a constant battle in beatboxing when you're singing or you're doing anything that's vocalized, and then you have intense consonants like, or pressure builds up, right? And so this becomes very difficult to navigate. So
strength and persistence will get you in the stream.
So the way that he's navigating it right now is that when he does like a P, he keeps them very separate. So, and that's how you kind of have to do it, because you go, it can get to be too much. And that's me doing a very light B, because a B is a voiced consonant, a P is an unvoiced, right? So you do an unvoiced consonant followed by some sort of vocalization, and that way you can keep it separate. But you have to be quick. You have to be precise. You can't go, you have to go, something like that, like very kind of quick. And he does that really, 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 really well.
Nothing but strength and persistence.
Notice how strength, the T.
It is a basic scheme. Nothing but strength and persistence.
Like he's off of it really quick. And he's so good at this.
Will get you in the stream. There's only one thing I ask of you, is that you follow me along this crazy adventure.
That's another example of it being really hard.
It's so hard to get used to percussion in the middle of a beat, or just like lyrics in general.
Yeah.
But once you sort of do it for a while, it sort of becomes like muscle memory, and you can sort of, it's not just, you can just do it with these certain lyrics. You can sort of fit it in anywhere.
Sure.
Crazy adventure.
But it's also, it's cool, like, I don't know, throwing into a throat bass.
This crazy.
And then like this routine has a lot of throat bass, right? And so if your throat bass isn't like super clean, this is gonna hurt. Like it's not gonna feel good. Such a great. He's the way he can go, like, so high up with the throat bass.
It's so different hearing you try to transition, whereas his is so like it's so flawless, and it's just like effortless. He's just like, okay, I'm doing throat bass now, and you sort of have to prepare for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I certainly don't practice.
I mean,
shifting back and forth, but it's
sort of an unfair comparison.
Yeah,
you and Codfish,
but like that if you do throat bass, I mean, this is the standard that you're held to, because we live in the internet and everyone knows where the best exists, which is kind of cool. As long as people are not D-bags about it, which for the most part, people are pretty chill. But obviously there's some people that will disparage you for not being the best, but those are the people who never try anyway. That's just so cool. The pitch that that's like when Reaps One was doing the throat bass as a riser. I'm like, what madman does this, right? The pitch that the range they get out of their throat bass to me is really, really, really impressive. So that's the hard part for me.
I love the dynamics at the end.
And that's where
Coming in.
Codfish is like super top tier. His musicianship is super excellent. And I think when he came in and he won, I think it pushed the scene a little bit towards more
musicality,
which I think it needed at the time.
I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's super. I always love listening to his stuff. All right, now we got to do a thumbnail.
Nothing but strength and persistence.
I wish I had a beatbox version of this. This is one of my favorite thumbnail settings because it's my thumb face. Yeah. But yeah, if y'all want to try that, actually, it's a really useful exercise. Just close your mouth and do throat bass. It's so much easier. It's the same thing with singing. Humming, there are a bunch of exercises like that. There's humming, there's lip trills, and then there's a straw exercise. Actually, the straw exercise would be really cool with throat bass. I don't have a straw with me, but that's a really, really good one.
I really like doing closed mouth bass.
Yeah.
But it's not very good for all uses. I mean,
yeah.
If you want a really low bass and you're okay with moving the mic up to your nose for a second for certain textures, very subby.
That's really interesting to see how OBS treats space. I think I might want this one. It's cleaner. Nah, we'll go back to the other one. I don't oversaturate it.
With my last sentence, I got halfway through my sentence and then I lost where I was going, and I'm like, okay, now to make up some where am I going with this sentence now? And so I'm like, and and
then that's when you start freestyle beatboxing. You're like, it's a musical decision. I meant to do this. That's really tough. Get that high is really uncomfortable. And it shouldn't be, but it is. Should open this in Welcome to the live stream, everybody, where we make a bunch of
I could not go higher.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to go higher. Damn. Make sure that doesn't hurt though.
No, I'm not tightening that much.
Gotcha. It's hard. In fact, when you do D-low inward, throat doesn't hurt at all. Oh wow, this is way behind. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like throat yodeling. Yeah, very much so. React to the newest first ever D-low track. We already did. That'll be up soon. Probably. I might actually post it the second I'm done with this. I've been behind on uploads.
I think the reason for the inward not hurting as much as normal inward for that person is because of the lowering of the larynx and having the deeper texture. I mean, in most cases, a lower note is going to have less stress on either your epiglottis or just any sort of thing you're using, so it's not going to hurt as much.
Particularly when you're using the folds, because the rapid oscillation and the way that like you're hitting more faster, right? So that's why damage tends to happen on the high notes. Why do I always join during the weird parts of the stream, Captain? Hello. Well, this stream is about the art of fart, so there's going to be a lot of weird moments. Tomorrow we're doing Beyonce, and we're going to go phrase by phrase on the Oscar performance. So I'm going to be preparing that most of tomorrow. I think after this stream ends, I'm probably just going to record some sea shanties and see what I can do in Ableton. As I won't stream that yet because I don't have the setup or anything like that, but soon. Oh, this is part of the battle? This is nutty. All right.
Yeah, this is Tom and Jean's version, or their performance.
Anything from either of those individuals is madness, and to have them both there is kind of... I'm excited.
Borderline cheating.
Yeah. So it's hard enough to beat them in a battle one-on-one. Put them together, it's like this unfair advantage. Boom, 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 All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get to the battle. Gene Shinozaki, Tom Thumb versus MB14 and Sorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be starting off with our good friends Gene Shinozaki and Tom Thumb. One more time. Esh! 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 I said 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1 in 3!
Oh, cool. He's using the vote. Okay. Oh, what a vibe.
I love the flow of the drums.
100%.
We're going to hear in a second.
Nice. Love that little ornament. Ooh, that's so smart. That's so smart. Holy crap, that's so smart. Okay, no, like I have to, oh my God. So this right here, that filter, why does he do that filter? Because he's about to sing and that pad is competing for the mids. So he puts a filter on it and it's in time and then he starts singing and it's gross. It's so smart. It's just the way that, oh my God, the way that beatboxers are so, like you have to mix this in real time. You have to mix it in real time. So you have to account for these things.
Now that you mention it, it makes total sense, but I'm not looking for those sorts of things.
Yeah, it's oh man, it's one of the reasons I really respect looping is like this stuff has to be quick, and live, which is, and like we said before, one mistake and that's going to be looped. So they don't have room for failure here. They're both really, really good singers too. Like their tone is this is the thing that like I really want people to take away from. This happens ordinarily with like people that are learning to sing. They listen to their own voice and they're like, "Oh, I need to be on pitch. Let me like, you know, let me manipulate it up." And when you do that, yeah, you'll be on pitch most of the time, but you kill your tone. Like worry about being on pitch in the practice room and get that right and then sing when you have to sing. And the results of that are this like really, really smooth vocals from both of them. They're really good singers. The tone is lovely. And the other thing that's really cool too is he's doing voice leading as he's singing. So he this is chorale writing. Let me get my piano thing up. Sorry guys, like I'm nerding out. This is my jam right here. I was trying to get the thing up here. There we go. Let me bring up a chorale. Just get like a quick thing here. People are charging for Bach chorale sheet music. That's fucking criminal. So dumb. Okay. This is probably good. Okay. Let's see if I can knock this out quickly. Yeah. I'll just do the single notes. Then is that right? Okay, no, it's not. I was like, and then 2 G's. No, I'm wrong again. Okay. So the way chorale works is that you have a melody, so right? So that's the melody, but then you have to write things under it, right? So like, and then you do counterpoint, right? You do harmonies with the melodies. Let me see if I can actually loop this. Because I'm super self-indulgent and I actually can't read music this quickly on piano. This is in 4/4. Yep. The thing that's great about Bach chorales is you can play them so slow and they're still amazing. There we go. Go with 62 because that's how it works. I'll just do 4 measures. Okay. Okay, and I think that's right, and then we'll do the bass. Starting B. Okay, let's see if that works. I didn't hear the timing on the. Yeah, no, that's off. That's off, fortunately. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. I know this is probably boring as shit, but I want to talk about this concept because it matters a lot in terms of what they're doing. Okay. There we go. Now I can show this in the video. Let me bring up this. Let me full screen this. Okay. Okay, so this is the Bach chorale. I've taken the upper part, the soprano line, and I've taken the bass line. And this is what Gina is doing. So you see how this isn't like chord. There's a melody and then there's a harmony beneath that follows the melody, right? This is generally, like, well, you know, there are other instances that do it, but this is a very chorale thing to do. And so that's what actually Gene is doing. He's harmonizing with himself as he sings, which is super, super sick, to do that just on the fly. I mean, obviously he probably practiced it, but anyway. Sorry, I know that was probably like, what's up, big... Yo, Comba, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like to make it. I'm glad people watch it. I don't know why they do, but I'm thankful they do. Okay. That took way too long. I apologize, y'all. All right.
Body's aging, it's becoming tasteless. She could stay low, she could stay up on the shelf.
Nice. Oh my god. Oh, that's sick. Oh, the details, man, that reverse. Who knew Tom Thumb was going to have a car in his throat today? This is so sick.
I love how they're coming together because they only have two hands.
Yeah. Filter. Wow, that snap sounds like a snare. Oh, man.
Relative to Sorrow and MB14, these guys are just so creative.
Yeah, I know, I like this way more. Like, I would listen to this shit all day. Like, this has got a vibe. Oh my god, it's like a guitar distortion. Oh, bringing back the motif? Okay. Oh! Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god. Using the faders. Like, this is what's cool. Like, oh my god. The use of one-shots. It's so smart. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Okay. Ha! Oh my god. That's dirty. Oh my god, there's like little, I'm obsessed with this. There's like little moments that I'm going to use this for my Wednesday stream on like how to like applying theory and all this stuff. This is so good. It's amazing. This is the shit I love.
Nice Polly.
Oh, I didn't even know. Huh? Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sort of in between registers.
Okay, I'm not gonna do this on the stream, but like,
Yeah, just keep going.
but no, seriously, this is why my wife and like can't be around me. Like when I get it, like, she's like, "Fucking go in the other room," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry." Like that's, oh my god, this is fucking so good. I love it. I live for this shit. This is what I want to do. Like, and they lay it down so quickly, and the one shots, man, that's so smart. The way that they're using the one shots in different ways at different rhythms to get, you know, some triplets in, some, you know, syncopation, and then how he uses the faders. Like they use the same ideas over and over and over again in different ways with little changes, and they oh, so good. I extremely recommend Dilo Showcase 2K21. It's a journey from 2013 to 2021 to Evolution. That would actually be really cool. And Enemy versus Sorrow is interesting.
GBB.
Yeah.
But
yeah, another time. But oh, and this is Den, the wild card.
His GBB, yeah.
It's like this lineup, man. One after another. It's just super good. Everything. Crazy.
Oh, you skipped.
Oh, did I? Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to. I hit a button. Story of my life. Oh, I gotta organize this and get a get a thumbnail. Sorry, before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's like this is a set that's so good. I feel like I need a cold shower. Like a lot of faces in here, but we're trying to get Gene and I wonder if there's a good shot of both of them.
Maybe when they're singing near the beginning.
Yeah, true. That's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. Not ideal, but it's good. Wow, that contrast is totally excessive. We're gonna go with this one, and then we're gonna go like wondering if this would work. Something like It's on my playlist. It's too wordy. Let's see. This will work. Oops. Is that legible? It's not legible. Let's resize it. Sorry, y'all. I know this is not interesting, but pays my bills. So there we go. That's a good shot. Sploosh! Okay, and we're back. Just gotta move these files, and then we're good. It's a shame, like, I recorded like a good 30 seconds of it just being a close-up of my face, but you're gonna have to live with that. Okay, we're almost done. Nope, not there. More. There we go. And then the intro. This will be fixed, y'all. This will not take this long in the future. Okay. Goodness, glob. Okay. Organize that for a second. All right, let me read chat and then we're good. Actually met Gene once. That's cool. I feel like I would like gush too much. Like it would be uncomfortable, you know. Simp for Gene. We all simp for Gene. Truth. Recommend Delo showcase. Thank you, Dempsey. Appreciate it, man. All right, let's do it. Hold on. Before we start, this is super important. We got to find out if you hit 1,000 yet.
Well, so, about that.
Did you hit 1,000? Oh, 999. That's painful.
Intro pretty short because there's
no. We can't go on.
I'm just really excited about.
Okay, literally, this man Eclipse needs one more subscriber to hit 1,000, so that he can make poor financial decisions like not ordering Popeye's chicken. But it's his money. It would be his money, but he needs one more subscriber. This is criminal. There is a grave injustice in this world, and it is a lack of $1 of AdSense a day for Eclipse. Don't make that the case. Let him get a Popeye sandwich after a month of AdSense. Go subscribe to this man right now. 1 away from AdSense qualification. All right. Let's see. You might be able, you'd have to be balling out, but you might be able to afford a cup of coffee every day with your AdSense at first. At first, I'm not going to lie, dude. It's not a lot at first, but it does add up. So anyway. Oh, let's get back to the thing. Damn. In a world. You ready?
I am.
Okay. Here we go.
This was the introduction for a lot of people to Den.
And this is my solo wildcard for the GBB 2021 World League.
This phrasing is so good. Nice. Ah, I love the mic switch. That's so smart. We'll talk about that. That's really smart. Ooh, man. And it flows. Nice. Nice. Let's talk about that like little mic switch and what that accomplishes, like the placement of it. In a world where analog recording was the only method and it was super, 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 super expensive, a lot of the way that EQing was done, obviously EQs existed at the time, but a lot of the way EQing was done was through mic placement. If you wanted a really boomy sound from a saxophone, you'd put the microphone like literally in the bell of the sax. But if you wanted some of the overtones, you'd point a mic also at the keys. And so similar, you can do similar things with the human voice. To get the Estel thing up. I swear, if this keeps asking me to verify, it's like, bitch, I paid you money. Okay, good. All right. So this is what will happen if you switch the orifice. That's a word. Orifice that you are pointing directly in the microphone. So this is the mouth. Right? A lot of emphasis on the lows, but let's do the same tone and I'll move my head down. All right. So you can see that the high frequencies and the volume of the low frequencies change. Now let's do it with a brighter vowel, and this will be dramatically different. Right? Whoops. There we go. Okay. Get the green screen out. Boom. See that? And then as I switch forward, that appears. Same thing. I move down. There we go. And the reason why this happens is actually quite a simple explanation. The nasal cavity, right? These are the, right? Nasal cavities. They're small. Their resonant frequencies are higher frequencies. So if you let anything go through your nose, right, you get a more resonant frequency from the nasal passage, and that's a higher frequency that's going to happen, whereas the oral cavity is much larger. And so that's a way to kind of like mix on the fly like that, which is super cool. So I just think that's always, like, I love those little things. I wasn't recording any of that. Okay. Damn. Hold on. Usually I'm not so sloppy. Let's take a break after this one just to get some water. Was done. You can do similar things with the human. There we go. Okay. So this is how you would do it. If you nasalize a sound, all right, this is what would happen. We're going to get a spectral analyzer here, spectrogram. All right. And I'm going to use a bright vowel with a little bit of nasality and watch where my head is relative to the mic. Mic's right here. Right. You get a lot of different stuff going on, right? So right here, it's definitely when I'm up close to it, right? We start here, right? Start here, and then we gotta get closer. So not only do we get slightly like this kind of like fuzz of slightly higher frequencies, we also get, and it's interesting. This is I love this. We hear this. Oops, let me get the Estel one. We hear this as being nasal. This is a frequency humans consider kind of obnoxious, right around 2.5 to 3. It sounds nasally to us, and there's a reason. And it's because it's if you go to the vocal track, these smaller nasal passages. I don't know what happened. These smaller nasal passages. There we go. their resonant frequencies are smaller, right? They're higher, right? Because they resonate at higher frequencies. And so that's why when you're singing through your nose a little bit and you put your nose next to the mic, these are the resonant frequencies that will be captured because they're closer, right? So your nose is not producing a new frequency, oh my God, I've stopped recording again. Fuck it, we need a break. All right, that's it. It was a nice try. All right, we'll fix this. We'll do a be right back. All right. Let me put some music on while we're doing this. And then we'll be right back, you all. Hold on, are you at 1,000 subs? You better be. Yes!
Hello, Beatbox family. I'm gonna...
Yes! Congrats, you're now qualified for monetization. How do you feel? Did I just drop? Are we still on the call? Oh, you're muted. Okay. All right. Gonna take a break. Let's put the YouTube stuff on. There we go. This playlist is legit. Here we go. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. All right. Oh, man. Did I have my mic on for all that? You probably heard me turn on. Oops. Oops. While watching his chair. Yeah, there's no sound because, yeah, I was taking a break. Where's my... I should probably put on a BRB thing. I'm going to write that down. Where did I put my water bottle? It's too far away. I don't care about being hydrated that much. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to be better at making fart noises. It's not working out. I've yet to learn a couple of things. I gotta work on my is it snort bass? Hey yo. Point of view, my dad at 3 a.m. Yeah, exactly. That's the new routine. Is like I'm gonna call it dads with sleep apnea. And I'll just make it like a riser out of a snort bass. Something like that. I don't know. Snort bass is kind of fun. I need to do it better. I need to find like a better way to make it resonate. I don't know.
Yep, you have to be careful, going more like changing pitches with throat bass because sometimes it opens up and just launches something down.
Yeah, fair enough. Luckily for me, I have a deviated septum and my nostrils are like super blocked off anyways. You still cannot tell where does this fart come from? Man, it comes from in here. That's why it's called the art of the fart. I really want that to catch on. I don't think it's going to catch on. I need to practice. Anyway. All right. We just did dens, right? Did I get... Oh, I think I organized everything. No, I did not. I was going to talk about mic placement, but...
I did not.
We're gonna forget that because I tried to do that for like how many minutes and it didn't work. I think I recorded it like 3 times. It's from the heart. That's where the best farting comes from, is from the heart. That's right. I'm just gonna leave that. And I'll make a cheesy thumbnail for this. Stands. And I will title it The Art of the Fart. I feel like it's more legible than capitals. I probably should choose a different font. There we go. That's what I wanted. Be careful with throat bass. I do it too much. And we're back. All right, let's pick one and go. Also, by the way, congratulations on hitting 1K subs. That's
I already
those are
applied.
nice. Wow, that's okay. So that's what you were doing on the break. Okay, all right.
No, I did it before the break, actually.
Oh, knowing that you had probably hit it.
I did it as soon as I hit it, which was like shortly after you shouted out.
Nice.
And so I was doing that during the video.
Awesome. That's great, man. Congrats. Now you can make a part-time income. Where are we in terms of video numbers? Let's see. We're at 8 so far. Let's see. Yeah, we're at 8. Okay. Let's do 3 more. Let's do it. You ready?
I was just reading Artifact Gandhi in the chat. The amount of people that don't know, like, Gandhi was like uber racist and had like 18 underage wives.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we just try to forget about that, you know, like, you know, let's just focus on the positive.
Let's focus on the positive, yeah.
Like Martin Luther King's private life was not exceptional either. But their societal impact is pretty tremendous. I feel the same way with Wagner. That guy was a douche. Same with Michael Jackson, man. That guy was fucking weird and did some weird shit. But they're dead. And their shit sounds good. The dead part helps because when you listen to their stuff, it doesn't go directly to them. Anyway, that's a whole, like, you know, that's a whole discussion, separating the art from the person. Or the contributions to society from the person. Very, very difficult. We cannot have underaged wives. Depends where you live, which is a weird statement. So.
Well, then they wouldn't be underage.
God. Oh man. This. Oof, yeah. I don't like this conversation. Like, God, here, let's come to the not controversial conclusion. No underaged wives. Let's not even qualify what underaged is. We know. Ugh. All right. That conversation is almost as nasty as this neck beard. Look at that. You can actually, if you look really closely, you can see that my stubble point spells out 4chan. You have to look really close, but it's there. Oh. I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. That's a really cool picture.
So he was battling Vokoda with this, so
Gotcha.
That's what the text is.
The narrating is great. Nice. Scaring my dog. That's too funny. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Something about you. It's hard to explain. talking about your boy. You're still the same. Then inside you to explain. Talking about your boy. Still the same.
This is actually Robin on the visuals as well.
Yeah, the visuals are killer. I'm like gonna gank a couple of these ideas. Nice. Nice. Ooh.
Such a dope pattern.
Yeah. Ha! Nice. Hold on. What's up? You have to go? Okay. Yeah. I know. She's competing with Lucy for attention. Is the AC on?
It's not, and I don't think she.
It is for me. I'm under lights. So can we?
They're not competing.
Okay. All right. Lucy started growling the second this person started making sounds. It's funny. But it was funny, the timing. Okay. Can you turn on the AC? Alright, can you call Anya by chance? Okay. Sweet. Alright. Okay. My water bottle, I don't know where to put it. Alright. Otherwise, no. I'm good. That happens. Yeah. Well, yeah. Flood maps and all that. Alright. I gotta get started on this. Alright. How is your face? Hope you feel better with your tummy. The visuals are like super, super cool. Ooh. Ha. Ha.
Something about you. It's hard to explain. Talking about you, boy. You're still the same.
Nice.
My name is River. Thank you for following my odyssey.
Oh, it's just like a humble, nerdy dude who happens to be a monster beatboxer. I love the visuals. This stuff is actually really kind of involved to pull off. Like you have to crop out his arm and then do the hand drawing. Like all the hand drawing stuff is like a lot.
Yeah, it's like just looking at it, it's just so much work.
It is so much work. Some of this stuff you can make easier if you put the cam on follow. For example, you could crop out, there is I'm pretty sure Adobe has this now where you can just crop out a background. And so you would overlay the background that you just cut out. And then you would take the person who's in the foreground, you make them white, and then you put that in the backdrop, it would be, I don't know. It's like a lot of chicanery for like one part of this. It's a lot. But it's really cool and it's super rewarding. I don't know, it's nice. As a person who makes videos, I'm a little jealous.
I also really love the mix on this.
Yeah, same. No, the production is great. Duffy Duck GBB wildcard, by the way, River is so clean. Yeah, that was super clean. Is this dog blackmailing you? No, she's just the dog. I'm babysitting another dog, and so they kind of, play off of each other. So one is kind of like a small yappy one. And so she'll like bark at anything, and then my dog goes like, "Oh, we're barking," and then just like, yeah. So that's one. So I'm married. So I live with my wife. Ooh, the next one. You knew. Let me get the thumbnail out of those. All right. Cool. Let me open this in a new tab. I'm gonna get faster at this. There is a way I could do all of this using just macro hotkeys, but shit breaks so fast. And then thumbnail. There's some cooler ones though, like that would work better on a thumbnail. The devil one is really fun. There we go. Drops the bass. Okay. I need to rework the font that I'm doing. It's not working, I don't think. No, I won't do that now, obviously, but alright. That is video 9. We're knocking them out today. Usually it takes like 4 hours for us to get around 11. Well, I mean, it did last time because I was exhausted and went on every tangent in the world, but alright. Now I'm only doing that some of the time. Okay. Thumb, Gene. This is like music porn.
So the reason for this was they were all together to record music videos for those tag team loop station things they were doing.
Yeah.
And they thought, hey, for this last bit, let's just come up with some sort of thing. So this was after like 3 hours of just like, let's just try some different screw around and do stuff. So this is them after like 3 hours.
Nice. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty. This is like a juicy harmony right here. Ha! like, I mean, like, this might as well be a string quartet. It's, wow. Like, this is super cool. Nice. I don't know where, if they're playing with a metronome.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the tempo is changing too much. So it'd be similar to a string quartet, like they'd have to, yeah. Wow.
Of MB14, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
I think that works.
Is that good enough?
Man, if this is the future of beatboxing, I am stoked. This is so promising. I mean, it's literally a string quartet. It's like, oh my god, it's so good. This actually makes me want to bring up a string quartet. Like, there's got to be some like really good quartets that are like lend themselves to something like this in terms of rhythm. Debussy's string quartet, I forget which one. It's like, I think it's the third movement. It has some like really rhythmic, like extended technique. I wish I could play it knowing it wasn't copywritten. I'd love to play that on stream, but it's super good. It's like, I mean, it's Debussy, right? And it's a string quartet. Those two things put together is kind of like a match in heaven. This is why we need all the beatbox collabs. I agree. I think that, like, obviously, like, right, we like the tradition of beatbox with beatbox battles. I mean, that's not a new thing. That's pretty old. And we celebrate individual skill like that. And that's important, and we should maintain that and protect that. But like, I think a beatboxing boy band. We made a video about like a group, and I made that claim, and people didn't like it. But I mean, that's what we need. That's like this is like brilliant, I think. But that's me. Yeah, no, Sorrow and MB14 are great. I prefer Tom Thumb and Gene because as a music nerd, I think I can understand more of what they're doing. Whereas I think with Sorrow, it's like the sound design goes above my head because that's not where I exist. Sorrow didn't even use a metronome in his songs on stage, if I'm right. The RC505 comes with a metronome. And if he didn't use a metronome and he did it successfully, it's because of the quantization on the RC505 is actually really, really, really good. So, like, if you're like just a teeny bit off, it'll warp the audio set at some time, which is awesome. And which is why I record everything on the RC505 and then put it into Ableton because I'm a bad musician. I'm like, whoa. I can use a loop station to put my shit in time and use auto-tune to make sure that everything I do is like on pitch. Sign me up. I don't use auto-tune that much, but when I do. For events like this one, they use metronome. We cannot hear it because no, it's like they could have the metronome on the phone that was on the table, And then they just had the mics close up, and then you wouldn't pick it up, but they'd hear it. I think it wasn't.
And speaking of Maddox, the guy who battled Stitch, he was the one to record this. So.
Oh wow.
A little harkening back to it.
Nice. I think I want to call this one Math Quartet. Hold on. What do you guys think? Mouth Quartet or Face Quartet? I think Mouth, right? Let's do a poll here. What do we want to call this? What's the tag here? Let's go with oops, face.
You can use metronome, just only like 4 bars or something. I don't remember the exact amount.
Oh, it's for competition?
For loop station competition, you
Really?
can use metronome, but only like a specified amount of time.
Interesting.
You can't like incorporate it into the beat. I think Rhythmine didn't know this, and the year he won, he actually
had pre-recorded stuff, yeah.
Used that, but they were like, "Well,
it's weird. It's weird not to
disqualify him, but they think,
yeah. I mean, like to me, that's like I don't know. That's weird to not allow a metronome on the loop station.
I mean, yeah, that's why you can do it at probably just the beginning when you're getting the main rhythm down, and then your own percussion will sort of act as sort of like a metronome, basically.
That makes sense to me because a lot of people start with like a kick. I think by limiting it to a metronome, you're kind of encouraging people to lay down rhythm first. Now maybe that's by design. I don't know. Okay, Mouth Quartet is just killing it. Yeah, okay, it's Mouth Quartet time. I kind of want to change that font right now. It's just too hard to read. Do I have... Montserrat, bold. Yeah, extra bold, boom. That's the stuff. And then shader. Montserrat, bold. And then extra bold. Okay, cool beans, we're doing that. And then let's make them all caps, that'll probably be easier. Whoop. There we go. Hard to read, isn't it?
Are we going to like 4 today? I'm just seeing the order if I want to change some things around.
I was going to go till we got 11, and I think we're on 9. I think we're on 9. All right, I'm not going to obsess over this too much. That is what it is. And then we need those. We have a close-up of all of them. This is a really good shot. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm over here making art, y'all. See, is this one? I mean, like, this might as well be a string quartet. Man, if this is the future of beatboxing, I am stoked. Okay, I like that one. It's a little bit more hyperbolic. Pretty soon y'all are gonna have me practicing. And then it's the yeah, okay. I think we're actually on 10. Which ones do we have next? We have Wolfgang, Ammo, 9-year-old Prodigy. Man, why we gotta cover these Prodigy children? I have a fragile ego, okay?
I want to test your ego. Get it in check.
I mean, it's like I failed the test. I'm over here responding to negative comments like, why don't you just go screw yourself and you make videos and see how easy it is? And then, but I know inside, like, my heart, I'm like, I am kind of just sitting on my ass. So, anyway. I'm so hyped for the tag team duo. Can we actually jump to that? And then we can.
Which one? Just
the Wolfgang? Yeah. Sorry, I'm before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you. I just like, I can't get enough of this looping stuff. It's so cool.
Hello guys, this is Saro. This is MB14.
Well, this actually isn't looping.
Oh, what is it? Just a duet?
It's just a tag team.
Okay. Yeah, duets are great.
They're also a killer tag team without loop.
I bet. All right. Okay, we're choosing to watch this one because I want to feel bad about myself. So let's hit that button. You ready?
Yep.
This is Saro. This is MB14. We are Wolfgang. And this is our wildcard video for the Grand Beatbox Battle World League 2020 Tag Team category. Let's go!
This is one of my favorite wild cards from 2020.
Yeah.
Or, well, 2019, but.
Nice. Ha! Nice. This is like good. This is legit music. Nice. Ah, nice. Oh my god.
Yes.
Wow. Damn, that's good.
I just love it. I just
Yeah.
love that wild card so much.
I like this makes me want to just look up string quartets and like try to make them work on the RC 505 because I thought about that for a while, but I was like, no one will want to watch that. But like, I can't help myself when it's like this cool. And then the one with where Tom Thumb and Gene are added into this, you're like, right? Just hit. Just hit my microphone. But yeah, this is awesome. Unpopular opinion, but Wolfgang is very underwhelming considering other tag team competitors.
They're not as like crazy with certain sounds and techniques and stuff. I just think compositionally and just they're just good to listen to in my opinion. I just love listening to them.
Stuff like this.
And if it's not your style, that's
Yeah.
fine. But I just love it.
Yeah, stuff like this.
The Grand Beatbox Battle World.
You have to not only listen to each other to be in time, because I don't see a metronome anywhere, and I don't see them referencing that. And they're too free in their phrasing, I think, for there to be a metronome here.
I've listened to both this and MB14's GBB20 wildcard like over and over and over again to where I can like I know every single part of it.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, so I don't think there's a metronome here. I think they're just really listening to each other. And so this is actually something I was going to cover in another video. So what they're doing to make this work is that I think it's an E. So one of them is holding this is called pedal point. Yeah, it's D. And then it goes. Yeah. Yeah. So it's super clever as a way to like really make harmonies work and make counterpoint work. And this particular like this kind of like lip humming quasi trumpet thing really lends itself to that sort of a thing. I'll I want to actually get into why this is. All right, let's not forget to record this time. So actually, like, let me actually do it in the RC 505 real quick. I need a plan. Okay. And so I'll do maybe something similar just for a little bit on this.
It's a B quartet.
Exactly. Okay. So, okay. Now we finally have the stuff to do this. Okay. So, the regular voices would take up a lot of space when you're kind of close up to the mic like this. So, and this is what this is the consequence of that, right? I actually think it's not picking it up because of the panning. Fix that real quick. Sorry, y'all. I know it's probably not. Yeah, okay, that would be why. So this only tracks in mono, so that would be why that happened. All right, let me delete that. Okay. Okay, so if we have just voices, right? So you can actually see how much. Oops. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We can actually see how much things are kind of like tripping on over each other. So part of this is that like I can't help myself with vibrato because of classical stuff. But the other part of it is just like they're really in the same frequency range. I didn't pan them, I didn't EQ them. So this tends to happen when you just do like super compressed, like straight up vocals. And so it makes a difference when you kind of filter out your own sound, which is why this like little trumpet thing works a lot better. And you can actually hear it here when I did it. And we can watch the same thing. But let me. Yeah, let's get that in the center. Good. Okay. So here's what this would look like on the spectrogram. Right? So that you can see very, very quickly how that is like lines up in a way that the vocals, the straight vocals just don't. You know, I can make the straight vocals work, but I'd have to, you know, turn down the compression or, you know, I'd have to finagle with it. So when you limit the frequency range of whatever you're doing, it lends itself to these harmonies that are pretty close together, right? This isn't like a cello and a violin that are separated like, right? This is like, right? Pretty close. So anyway, I gotta call my wife for whatever reason. Hold on. All right. Just gonna be late for dinner. Man. Yeah, I love this stuff. Let's see. Fun fact, they were in the same choir. Ooh. Yeah, I can see that. Where they're using, sorry, I'm like super late to respond. Pull here. Yeah, I always thought that would be an interesting thing to do with the RC505 is to use the drum machine that's built in. Anya, it's too early for you to eat. If I'm right, he never got a vote against him from a judge. Maybe he's the maybe the only one against Enemy. I love Enemy stuff. Man, it's such a shame with his first run through where he like it wasn't that he messed up, it was that he was so hard on himself. But like when he came up and it was like he was in the finals, right? The next year. He's so good. They were going to be at the GBB, but MB14 dropped out for Voice All Stars. That's a reasonable decision to make. That show really, really, really pushed him forward. In popular opinion, but Wolfgang is very underwhelming. We'll address this one. MB14 is going to play the main character in a movie? What? Okay, MB14 is getting that bread. Good for him. They have a routine where they'll do Sorrow's final drop against MB14 without the loop station.
I have that in here.
But I think they cannot master their co-op style. I don't think their co-op style is that bad at all. I just like, I think what you were saying, I can appreciate that, is that relative to like Gene and Tom Thumb. But I don't think that that's... How young are MB14 and Sorrow? They're pretty young, right? I think Gene is in his 30s and Tom Thumb, I'm pretty sure, is in his 40s. Like, and then on top of that, let me get another okay, Gene Shinozaki just hit 30 years old. Wow, I'm fucking old. $27. First of all, you can do a lot in 3 years. Second, like, Gene cut his teeth, I'm pretty sure, in New York, right? So the Brooklyn community in New York is very, very, very artsy. Very artsy. So coming in to a scene like that, because I'm pretty sure that's where Gene was, right? Gene... before talking out of my ass. Probably just open his wiki. In California, really? I thought he was in New York for a bit. Okay, moved to Berkeley. Yeah, moved out. PC Wonder. After watching an interview with Reaps One, that's interesting. That I started performing, began gigging. Featured on a TV show, so you think you can dance? Okay, cool. That's a big gig. And then he won Beatbox, GBB. I didn't know he won GBB. Became a sound engineer for television. Okay. I was under the impression that he was like around gigging in like Brooklyn. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah. I don't know. I just feel like when Gene was coming, I find it so hard for people to justify back then prioritizing like beatbox technicality. I don't think that appreciation existed yet. I don't know. It's a hard sell, I think, in most places. Co-op style. That's Sorrow, and they're not going to compete in the GBB because they're not producing bangers. I mean, I can get behind that. Like I said, like I think Jane and Tom Thumb are just like, they're bringing a level of musicianship that I don't think. I think MB14 and Sorrow will get there, but like MB14 and I don't know. I think it's an age thing. I think it's like they don't want to participate. GGG is a Swiss beatbox. Participants don't win anything any more than a title. I didn't get that you were. I didn't see you as saying like that they were bad. I kind of knew what you meant. Like that routine relative to the Gene thing that we saw. But we saw like when they get together as a quartet, you know what I mean? We saw that too. And how amazing that is. Shit. Let me move this. My dog is upset because there's another dog barking. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. This does put me at 11. Excuse me. Little burp there. Yeah. Okay. And then wow. Damn, that's good. Okay. That's not an intro. I mean, like, this might as well be a string quartet. I think I already did that one. All right, so this one I just want to put an intro. Cool beans. And then... Okay. While... routine 1 first as a wild card. Yeah. Gene and Tom was just a different dimension. Yeah, it's like I listened to Gene and Tom like when I listen I love the sounds that MB14 and Sarah come up with. And I don't just mean in terms of like organically what they come up with their face holes, but also like Sorrow's sound design. MB14 is really also kind of very clever. But when I listen to Gene and Tom Thumb, I feel like I'm listening to two really good musicians who happen to beatbox. Whereas I think MB14 and Sorrow come more directly from beatboxing culture. If that makes sense. I feel like I'm talking out of my ass, but I think that makes sense. Anyway. I think I'm gonna bow out. I'm gonna play a little Path of Exile, kind of chill out a little bit, and then I'm gonna start making my own music, which I'm not gonna stream just yet. I need to figure out a way to set up Ableton to route into OBS here, because right now I'm having a hard time with that. But yeah,
This routine was first, yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
The routine was first in the wildcards.
Yeah, I love it. I think it deserves it. And Sorrow are not participating anymore. I mean, like if you're making money, I mean, here's what the GBB is good for. Like it's an incredible marketing platform if you win. And I think that's why we don't see GBB winners really come back for anything other than judging.
Like maybe people would be more inclined to compete if there was more of like an incentive to do so, but once you're already sort of established, there isn't much that it does for you.
Yeah. And I think that's okay for right now. Probably the only major injection of money into the whole beatboxing scene is probably going to be the Boss sponsorships. So you could argue that maybe it's time to invest less in production and more into the artists, but I don't know what Poponi is looking at. I don't have those spreadsheets, you know? So it's hard. So I'm sure Poponi, I get the impression I get the impression he really gives a shit about the art form and these artists and loves it. So we'll see. But what's also nice is that there's competition too, right? Which, helps inevitably. Dropped out for the voice. Yeah. I mean, that's a good gig. If you're not going to get anything out of the GBB and it's a marketing platform, the voice is a bigger platform. So that makes sense for his career. Don't need to participate, but they still do it for fun. Yeah. Karina Effects, he still does shit, right? In the beatboxing community. Like Karina Effects is like doing really well for himself. Napalm this year didn't participate. Prepare for us to go to the way. They still just. Yeah, I mean, Napalm's fucking sick. Like, anyway. Alright. I'm gonna bounce. I gotta figure out how to upload the rest of my videos. I gotta chill out and then I gotta make music. Alright. Bye, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching my weird ass nerdiness. Bye. I need to get an outro.
Haha.
Bye.